Okay, so this next question is definitely related to how to engage Black friends, but it's actually on the reverse side. So this is a person of color. So sometimes it's hard for people to relate to something because they don't know anyone who's experienced something. I'm a person of color and was thinking about talking about my own experiences with police brutality in hopes of trying to open up more conversations around police brutality, but I'm not sure if it is a good idea. And I would honestly say that it's absolutely a good idea. Anytime that anyone wants to share an experience that happened to them in order to help other people understand and relate and connect more deeply, I think that that is super brave and super courageous work. And I like totally give it all like all the thumbs up. I think that, you know, creating a safe space for yourself, doing it with trusted people, or doing it in an environment where that that you're going to have the support that you need to have the conversation is really important. So trying to set that up ahead of time. I think that this person, you know, maybe they're in a leadership role, which means that it really is going to go even farther as a story where people can look and say, wow, that happened to this person, that happened to someone I know. I wonder how they felt about that. How does that make me feel? All of the things that you go through when you hear a story that you can connect to because of the person who's telling it. So I think that it's a great opportunity. And again, if you have an experience that you don't want to share, there's no shame or blame on that. Because again, everyone has a role and a time to step up and to move this cause forward. And it can look so many different ways, but I think that this is a really beautiful way to help to bring people along and help people understand like the impact and what it actually looks like when it happens, that they can connect more deeply to it.
Yeah, I agree. I think at the same time, like Carrie said, it's courageous. I think it's also a vulnerable place when you're coming to a point where you think you could be useful, but you're nervous. It's usually a good place, right? It's usually a place that you should keep going. And I hate to should on you, but I pray that when you feel a place where you feel like, oh, this is something I could do to help, right? I can create a shared understanding through my experience. Yes, please do. Vulnerability breeds vulnerability. So when you share from a vulnerable, honest, authentic place, it creates such an illustration for people to understand and to also be vulnerable with some other experience that might be shared.
Mm-hmm.
The whole reason we have storytelling, movies, podcasts, like the way we communicate is by taking experiences and saying like, hey, anyone else, did you experience this? And if not, here's an example so that we can grow in empathy together for each other, right? Like I might not have that same experience. And so it might be hard for me to understand, but it's even harder to understand if someone's not sharing that, right? So I can't understand it at all if stepping up to share so that it is made more clear how I can empathize. So I agree, Carrie. I think it's a great place if you are comfortable. When and if and how you can share that, please do, and don't hold back because it can be a learning tool for so many people.
Yes, absolutely. To reiterate, like if you feel like you want to, when you feel like you want to do, it's how you want to. It's totally your call on this, and there's definitely no pressure to do anything. But if you feel called to do it, then do it, and do it with the support of the people who you can trust that are surrounding you in that experience.
Yeah, and I want to say too, whoever was asking this question, thank you for asking this question. Obviously, I've loved all of the questions, but thank you for being vulnerable enough to even consider what it would be when you put yourself out there. So I pray that you do.